Aloha and welcome everyone to this week's Warrior Wednesday webinar. My name is Connie Wilson. I'm an admissions counselor here at Manoa and I work for the Office of Admissions. And we put on these webinars to help students get connected to information. And so this episode or this week is part of a series to help all of our students prepare for registration. So registration begins on May 21st. So if you've selected this webinar, then that means you are interested or you are a business or a travel industry management major. So if that is you, continue watching. If you're not that major but you're interested, please keep watching. If that's not pertaining to you, then I think you might have clicked on the wrong webinar, so look for the right webinar that you do have. So I see we have a lot of our attendees here, so thank you so much for tuning in. This webinar is being recorded, so if you want to refer back to it later, we will have that sent out in an email, just like how we sent you the registration link. So this week's topic is about all the business majors and the travel industry management. So we are joined by a very special guest, and I'll have them go ahead and introduce themselves.
Hi everyone, my name is Claire and I'm the undergraduate admissions advisor with the Shidler College of Business.
Hi everyone, my name is Shauna Pimentel Motooka. I'm the freshman direct admit program advisor. So I will be working with that population of students and I look forward to working with you.
Aloha everyone, my name is Leilani Harjati and I'm an academic advisor with the Manoa Advising Center for Exploratory Students.
Aloha everybody, my name is Carissa Guzman and I am an academic advisor with the School of Travel Industry Management. And so I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen with everybody so we can go through the presentation. Please bear with me. I'm an older millennial and this is my first time doing this. So if there's a little bit of technical difficulties while we get started, we'll get it figured out.
Oh, no worries. And I forgot to mention, if anyone has questions, please use the Q&A function and ask all your questions there. We'll be answering it throughout and then we will have Q&A time after. So thank you.
Okay. So welcome to Warrior Wednesday webinar, again on the Shidler College of Business, School of Travel Industry Management, which is a part of the Shidler College of Business. But to maybe differentiate between the programs that we're going to be going over today, the degree you would be earning through the School of Travel Industry Management and the major itself is a Bachelor's of Science degree. And the Shidler College of Business also has a bunch of different offerings for BBA degrees as well. So the difference between a Bachelor's of Science degree and a BBA degree, the BS degree offers technical and focused coursework specific to travel industry management. And a BBA degree also offers technical and general business administration coursework, in addition also to the major related coursework as well. Can you multiple major in travel industry management and the other BBA major options? Absolutely, but we request that you please speak with an academic advisor as soon as possible because it does take a lot of time to complete each individual degree in terms of the coursework. So putting them together is going to take a little bit more time, right? So we do recommend that you see and speak with an advisor as soon as possible if this is something that interests you. Otherwise, there is a business minor and also a TIM certificate option is available as well. So you can maybe major in one and then minor certificate in the other too. So why study travel industry management? I know sometimes it's like, what is that? What type of degree is this? What can I do with a degree in TIM? So in terms of just examples of industries where the BS and TIM tries to get students into, hotels and resorts, clubs, restaurant, event planning, travel agencies, airlines, cruise lines. So kind of anything that's directly related to the travel industry field is kind of the goal and the purpose of a degree in travel industry management. Why might you want to pursue a degree in travel industry management? Well, hopefully if you like to help and work with people, I think this is a great degree to go into. It's a really creative environment. You get a lot of different variety in terms of your work and also the people you work with. It's very diverse. And of course, the travel opportunities as well. Okay, so the degree itself, Bachelor's of Science in Travel Industry Management. We do offer two different emphasis or track options for you to go into. We offer a hospitality emphasis and then also a tourism and transportation emphasis. But regardless of which emphasis area you do end up pursuing, the degree you're going to earn is the same degree. It's going to be a Bachelor's of Science in Travel Industry Management. So that's the only degree that we offer, but the coursework does vary depending on which emphasis area you opt to pursue. The TIM school offers a lot of different student clubs and opportunities to get involved in terms of extracurricular experience and exposure and networking to the industry. So here's an example, or here's the 8 different student clubs that we offer through the TIM school. We have a lot of different study abroad opportunities available to you as well through the Manoa International Exchange Office or the Study Abroad Center. So we definitely encourage you to participate and incorporate this into your academic plans if you have the interest to do so, especially those of you who might be local students from Hawaii. I would highly, highly encourage that you look into participating in one of these experiences because I think it'll be a really good opportunity for you to gain exposure outside of the islands. So please definitely look into this further and feel free to speak with an advisor if this is something that interests you. We do have internship requirements within the travel industry management degree. It is required for students to complete 2 400-hour internships in order to graduate. It's built into your curriculum, it's a requirement. And we do have an internship and career development director. Her name is Deborah Fitzgerald, who is available to assist you in terms of internship approvals, where can you find internships, having your resumes looked over, interview skills, all of that stuff as well. In terms of scholarships, we have a lot of different scholarship opportunities available to TIM major students specifically. You can locate these scholarships through STAR. We also have outstanding student awards and industry sponsored scholarships available too. So for example, Hawaii Lodging and Tourism Association offers industry specific scholarships just to students who are majoring in TIM. So there are a lot of different scholarship opportunities once you get into the TIM degree that you can apply for as well. So to kind of briefly go over coursework and how it directly relates to the TIM degree, you have general education coursework, and then you also have major related coursework as well. So on the left-hand side, you'll see, this is a screenshot from STAR. So you probably will see this on your STAR. And please go to the May 20th Warrior webinar on STAR GPS Reg as well too, because I'm not gonna go into too much detail here. But left-hand side is what you see on STAR, and right-hand side is a program sheet, which will get posted up on our website pretty soon in terms of like the coursework requirements. So within your general education requirements, you've got some foundations courses, and on the right-hand side, that's the courses you should take as a TIM major. You also have diversification requirements as well too, and on the right-hand side, that's the list of the courses that are required for TIM major students as well. And then you also do have language requirements within your general education courses. I want to backtrack really quickly just in terms of chronologically kind of where you should mentally place yourself in terms of the order of your courses. Foundations courses, first year recommended. So we want you to finish your foundations courses within your first year. Diversification courses, your first and second year. My apologies, I wrote only second year on the bottom, but it's first and second year to kind of finish through your diversification courses. And then your Hawaiian and second language courses as well too. We want you to finish within your first through your second year. It goes through the 202 level. That's the requirement for the TIM degree specifically for language. And so that's kind of a time frame in terms of what you could think about when you're planning out your academic schedule. Since we do get some questions about placement exams, you are not required to take any placement exams for the TIM major, but you might want to consider taking the placement exam for language if you have prior language experience. And so the main reason for that is if you don't take a placement exam and you start at the 101 level, it's going to take you 4 semesters to get through your language sequencing. So that's about 4 semesters of your academic plan and your time that's going to be occupied by a language. So if you take a placement exam, you might be able to place higher, which means you might not spend as much time completing that general education requirement. But that's pretty much the only placement exam we recommend to students, but even then it's not required, and you can start at the 101 level as well too. You could look into taking the math placement exam because, my apologies, you have to take calculus. It's a requirement for all the Shidler programs. So if you want to take the placement exam for math to see if you test into a particular calculus course, you can, but there are some calculus course options you can take that don't require a placement exam or even prerequisites as well too, but you might want to consider it. In addition to the foundations, diversification, and language, within Gen Eds, you also have focus requirements, and we recommend you complete that through your first to your fourth year. Major courses, not really going to talk about. Obviously, you have them. Left-hand side is the screenshot of what you'll see on your STAR GPS reg. Major requirements, you have lower division courses. We usually recommend that you complete that in your second year. You've got internship requirements, as mentioned. You have your entire time, first through fourth year, to complete that. Upper division core classes, we usually recommend that you try and finish that within your third year. And then the emphasis specific classes listed on the right-hand side about your fourth year is when we would recommend that you complete those courses. But again, because that's further on in your studies, for those of you who are freshmen, don't worry too much about that. And that's why your advisors are available to you, because we're here to help make sure that your academic plans kind of mirror everything that we're talking about today. So for TIM in particular, there are two specific ways in which you can register. One is through ACE. That began on Monday, and you have till, my apologies, actually the 15th, not the 14th, to complete registration through ACE. And then otherwise, you complete registration through STAR GPS registration as well, which will begin on May 20th. If you have taken AP courses, you might be able to earn AP credit, and that might transfer in for some of your general education courses, or maybe even major requirements as well too. And then also if you did maybe some early start, took some college courses prior there, it might transfer in as well. So you can check your STAR for that. For pure first year freshmen, no transfer classes, no AP credits, none of those things. What we do recommend are these 5 classes. So English 100, TIM 102, a biological science course, microeconomics, and then your 101 level language during your first semester. So that's what we usually recommend for all you pure students, but for those, and by pure, I mean just basically you're coming in super fresh. But for those of you who have transfer credits, that type of thing, if you have any questions, please definitely come speak with an advisor. I was gonna do a demo, but for the sake of time, we'll skip over that. So I do encourage you to go, as mentioned, to the Warrior Wednesday webinar on May 20th at 11 o'clock, same time, where you'll get way more information on STAR, how to use it, all that good stuff. For those of you who are here and maybe you're exploratory business and you're like, ooh, what is this TIM thing? I'm kind of interested. You can change your major to TIM prior to the first day of school. All you need to do is just reach out to us and we'll send you a major application. So you can change your major. That's all you need to do if you want to do it between today to the first day of classes. Otherwise, once school starts, we do require that you maintain a 2.0 cumulative GPA. So you would need to at least have one semester completed at the University of Hawaii at Manoa before you could apply to change your major. And then we would also need a copy of your resume and also your personal statement as well too to get that processed. Advisors, again, you can speak with me. That's my email address there. You could also speak with our Director of Student Services. Her name is Kathy. Her email address is up there. And you can also email our timinfo@hawaii.edu email as well. And we can kind of help facilitate getting you an advising appointment. Or if you're already officially a travel industry management major, you can sign up for an advising appointment through Star Balance. Just make sure you have travel industry management and select the appropriate advisor. And we're meeting with students via Zoom and over phone as well too for the remainder of the spring and also summer semesters. So that is it. So if you have any questions, go ahead and put it in the Q&A as well.
Okay, thanks, Carissa. All right, so we're just gonna quickly go over the BBA portions of the Shidler College of Business. So let me just start my timer. All right, so we have 8 different majors, which are accounting, entrepreneurship, finance, human resource management, international business, management information systems, and marketing. So we have lots of students who are interested in the international business major. However, this is a double major only, and what that means is you would have to choose one of the other 7 primary business majors first and look to add on international business as a double major later on. We also have a lot of student clubs within our BBA section of Shidler College of Business. They're listed here. And for example, the accounting club, you don't have to be an accounting major to join the accounting club. Joining a student club is a great way to get involved and start networking with not only other students, but with professional and other companies. They do company tours, resume building workshops, professional interaction nights. So it's a really great way to start networking while you're in college. And as a freshman, you can join a student club. You don't have to wait until you're in Shidler. Some of these clubs are by invite only or are honor societies, but a majority of them you can join at any time. We also have a lot of internship opportunities. So we have a dedicated career and internships office. We do not require internships as part of the BBA degree. This is only highly recommended, but not required. The Internships and Career Development Office can also assist with career advising, resume writing, as well as interview preparation. We also award a lot of scholarships for our BBA students. We award about $1.2 million each year to our BBA students, but these are to our admitted students, meaning that students have to be officially accepted into Shidler first. We also have other opportunities such as Business Night Awards, our Shidler Global Leader Program, as well as Study Abroad scholarships, the Johnson and Freeman Scholars. Continuing the study abroad, as Carissa mentioned, there are 2 different offices, the Manoa International Exchange and the UHM Study Abroad Center. Both offer differences in how they offer their abroad programs, and they both are partnered with different schools. So if there's a specific country or school that you want to go to, only one office would be partnered with them. Additionally, for more information, we have our Shidler International Exchange website, where you'll find more information on the partner schools that we are partnered with for business, as well as the course equivalencies. There's also a section for student blogs and student experiences. So if you're undecided or really interested in a country or university that you want to go to, there are current and past Shidler students who have gone to that country university, and you can read over their blog to find out what they did and kind of the steps that they took to get to their abroad location. And again, more information on the scholarship opportunities. So we have a lot of admission requirements for students who do want to pursue the BBA degree, and these are completed during the freshman and sophomore year. Our first requirement is 60 earned credits, so this is junior standing, a 2.5 cumulative GPA at Manoa, and a minimum grade of C in the following pre-business core courses. So we require a computer competency course, and there are 2 options. You can either do ICS 101 or both LTEC 112 and 113. The next, we require a 2.5 pre-business GPA in the following 7 courses, again, all required with a C grade or higher. So the first is English composition, so that's usually English 100, or if you're a second language, it'll be English ELI 100. We do also require 1 calculus course, and you can choose from any one of those options. The Business 250 and the NREM 203 do not have any prerequisite or placement exam requirements, so students can go ahead and register for those. All the ones that begin with math 203, 215, 241, or 251, they all have either a placement exam or you have to take the pre-calculus course. We also require a public speaking course, so there's 2 options, COMG 151 or 251. Both will give you the fundamentals of public speaking, but the 151 is personal public speech and the 251 is effective principles of public speaking. We also require a micro-econ as well as a macro-econ. The 130 micro-econ is not a prerequisite to the macro-econ 31. So if you find in your schedule that the 131 fits better for this fall, you're more than welcome to take the 131 first and then the 130 after. We also require 2 accounting courses. So this is Introduction to Accounting 1, which is Accounting 200, and Introduction to Accounting 2, which is Accounting 210. So in order to enroll in accounting, you must be a sophomore standing student. So that means you must earn 30 credits or more before you're able to register for accounting. So like I mentioned, all of these courses would be completed during your freshman and sophomore year, alongside a lot of the general education and foundation courses that Carissa went over. A handful of these admission requirements also fulfill general education requirements as well. So for example, like Carissa mentioned, the English 100 is the FW, your calculus will fulfill your other foundations, public speaking and econ, those all fulfill general education requirements, so you can double count in those areas. All right. So Shauna is gonna go over the direct admit program.
Okay, so the Direct Admit program is a unique program that allows freshman students to enter into the Shidler College of Business. So these students have early admission. They're starting from their freshman year already accepted. They have about $120,000 of scholarships that are awarded to them once they have been invited. They have specific coursework that would include classes designed for them for their first semester to really help expose them to all the different majors at Shidler, to really help you get an idea of the major that you're interested in. And then you would have access to all of our different enrichment opportunities through Shidler. That could be study abroad opportunities, advising, of course, and then also our internships. So we have sent out invitations already, but if you do fit the admission requirements that are currently listed and have not received your physical invitation in the mail yet, definitely reach out to me and we can check on that. But we do require a minimum 3.5 cumulative GPA, SAT combined score of 1,200, and ACT composite of 25. So for all my direct admit students, please contact me. I've sent out an email. I'll send another email out after this so that you can get the link to set up an appointment and we can work on building your class schedule.
Okay, so real quickly, if you have any early college credit or you're taking or you're interested in taking placement exams, so as Chris mentioned, the AP credit fact sheet lists, I'll just take you there. Hopefully it loads. So if the corresponding exam that you've taken, you would need the specific score, and then it will tell you at Manoa you can receive credit for. And so this is a really great resource to kind of use if you are in an AP course or planning to take an AP exam. At least you know the minimum score that you need. So for example calculus, if you're taking the AB and you score 3, you don't earn any credits at Manoa, but if you score 4 or 5, you'll get 4 credits for math 251A, and that means you don't need to take it again. You don't need to take calculus at Manoa because you would have earned the transfer credit. For placement exams, similarly to Tim and as Carissa mentioned, if you are currently in a second language in high school and you want to continue it, it's a great opportunity to try to earn back credits or to facilitate the process to completing your second language requirement. One thing I didn't mention previously is if you do study abroad in the fall or spring semester, your second language requirement will be waived for any BBA degree seeking student. So again, if a student studies abroad in the fall or spring, not summer, the second language requirement for a BBA student will be waived. Okay. If you are taking early college credit, either through UH System Community College or any other university or community college, the transfer database can provide an opportunity for you to see how your courses may transfer to Manoa. If you hadn't had those transcripts sent yet and they're not reflected in your STAR, you can get a little idea of how courses may transfer. So you can go ahead and use that resource. A really great resource are the UH program sheets. And so every major at Manoa is listed. So if you're not only considering business, but other majors, Tim is on here. Every single major at Manoa is listed in here. And what they provide is a 4-year template, as well as the actual program sheet. So all of the requirements that a student would need to complete their 4-year degree. All right, so registration, as Carissa mentioned, there are 2 ways. So my link clicked already. So as the first one, it's the ACE clusters. And so these are pre-approved clusters that have been selected for you. So for EXP, there are 4 clusters, 14, 15, 16, and 17. And so what this is the courses have actually already been selected for you. So for example, for cluster 14, these are your classes. And so there will be at most 20 of you in this one cohort, and all of you are taking the exact same courses. So you don't have to go into Star GPS and pick classes and pick your times and things like that. It's already been pre-done for you. So all you have to do is go ahead and register for that cluster. So if you're an incoming student and you're new and maybe you don't know that many people yet, this is a great opportunity to network, because now you're forced with a group of 20 to take the exact same classes all the time. And then you have this UNIB 110. And what that is once a week, everyone in this cluster will come together, you'll talk and you'll meet, and you have a group leader who's currently a student as well, to go over studying resources and things like that. If you don't want to do a cluster, that's perfectly fine. You can register through Star GPS. And again, the demo will come on May 20th, and the information was sent the same way that you received information for this session here. But in Star, you can individually select the classes, and you can individually select the different times and your instructors. So the ACE cluster, it's already been pre-approved and pre-done for you. You don't have to do anything, you just have to register for the cluster. But the Star GPS, you're individually selecting your own courses. All right. So, Lei.
Aloha, everyone. So students, if you are planning to major in business and you see on your STAR account or your information, you see Exploratory Business, EXB. And if you would like to make an appointment with an academic advisor, please connect with advisors like me at the Manoa Advising Center for Exploratory Students. Please visit our website for more information. We do have like a link to an appointment scheduling request, and that's just tinyurl.com/macdistance. But again, please go to our website for more information, and that's manoa.hawaii.edu/undergrad/mac. So connect with us, your academic advisors for exploratory business.
Great, perfect. So to clarify, there are about 750 current exploratory business students. So it's not like it's a small population. And so you would be joining that wonderful group. If you're interested in scheduling an appointment with me to talk about anything Shidler, if you have any questions, same as Carissa, you can schedule an appointment through Star Balance, and you would just look for Shidler admissions. And I'd be more than happy to help you with any question that you may have.
Thank you. We also want to share some resources that we have here at UH Manoa. We have an advising guide website. Today we had advisors from Shidler College of Business and the School of Travel Industry Management. And if you go to the advising guide website, you'll find our 100 majors at Manoa easily grouped in similar category pathways. So today we're talking about many of the majors that fall under business and tourism. If we're on the advising guide website and we click business and tourism, we'll actually see on the next slide a big list of majors that are all connected with business, hospitality, and tourism. So again, today we had Claire and Shauna sharing information about business, and we had Carissa sharing information about travel industry management. We also have other related majors to business and hospitality, such as economics, fashion design and merchandising, food science business, sustainable tourism. And if you would like to create a major, we have interdisciplinary studies as well. Another resource we really want to share and highlight is our Summer Advising online workshop. This is a free workshop open to all incoming students. If you have questions about my UH, how to make it your my UH, placement exams, how to navigate Star GPS. Yes, we'll have a demo in a future Warrior Wednesday webinar, but if you would like to kind of learn more about placement, transcript, how to register, please check out our free Summer Advising online workshop. You can also find a lot of great resources through the online workshop and through our Summer Advising website. So manoa.hawaii.edu/undergrad/summer advising. And if you would like to connect, if you have, we're I begin for advising, email us at summer.advising@hawaii.edu, and a happy human will respond to you.
So thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. If you don't have any other questions, you can feel free to leave the meeting. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye. See you in the fall.